Good morning. Or should I say,
Good morning.
welcome to Coffee and Chaos. My screen looks different. Very good. That kind of helped. Anyway, hope everybody's doing good this beautiful 2026 Friday morning. Hope everybody's good. We got coffee in hand. Horsepower coffee, to be exact. If you need any good coffee, I keep saying it. Damn it! I gotta place my order today. Bam. There you go. How was everybody's 2025? Did everybody have a good 2025? Is it pretty good? Or what? Let's go through here, see who all. Holy cow. Ground fog, grit and grace. That was like at 1 a.m. when she said good morning. Sassy, Bobby Bama, Leva, Just Lark, Shotgunner, Lawfully Armed. A lot of these from a long time ago. ACR. Let's see. Pilgrim. Good morning, everybody. Let's see. We got some more. Where's it at? Northern Hillbilly. What's up, brother? That's a cookie making son of a gun right there, guys. Delicious cookies. You should start a bakery, my man. A family bakery. Light Fighters. Good morning, brother. It's good to see you, man. Bad dream. Yeah, I hear you. 2026 gonna be better. I hope. I hear you. You know, I was telling a buddy that yesterday, and then I got to thinking. I'm like, we say that every year. I said, are we jinxing ourselves or something? Maybe I need to stop saying that. A lot of good happened. Um, the first thing I found out when it became 2026, this was so crazy. One of the first things I found out was a pretty good friend of mine died. Like, it wasn't even a couple hours into it fully. It was right after it turned 2026. So, but anyway, yeah, it was. I don't know. I still don't know exactly what happened to her. She was a super, super, super good person and a good friend. We dated for a short little bit, but we always remained friends, which we was friends long, long before that anyway. But is one of them things where the dating part wasn't bad, but it was, I ain't gonna say it was awkward, but it was almost awkward because of how long we'd been friends and like the level of friendship we had. But yeah, it's just so sad, man, that that happened. Yeah, ACR and a really good friend of mine and tactical response alumni. He passed away. Found that out Christmas Day. That was that was rough. Me and him still talk regular, and I just told him Merry Christmas. Uh, Christmas Eve. We had talked briefly. He had a good he had a good family picture on Facebook. But yeah, it's crazy. I don't know what's going on, guys. ACR got the new logo going, and ACR's got a live going after this too. Are you still gonna be on the kayak? Those are good ones, by the way. Oh, I appreciate it. ACR. Yeah, I haven't talked to this girl. Shoot, in a few years now. It's been a while since we've talked, but we were uh buddies, pretty big buddies growing up. And like I said, we dated for a little while. Ultimately, well, I ain't gonna go into that. That's kind of personal. But she was a good friend. I ain't got nothing bad to say about her. And it just sucks. Definitely prayers for her family and whatnot, and all the people that's that was in her bubble today. Puddle. Oh man, that's funny. I never heard the puddle pirate until YouTube, until you guys introduced it to me. We just never picked on, uh, never picked on Coast Guard. I don't know if that's like I don't know, the YouTube veteran community thing or what. That was just never a thing. Yeah, Bobby Bama, that's right, man. This is life. Unfortunately, it is part of life. Yeah, I think I'd heard that one, Coasties, but never really picked on Coast Guard. Yeah, it was kind of like the mentally challenged kids. You just kind of feel sorry for them, and it's like you know what? No one's gonna pick on you around me. Like we're gonna take care of you, okay, bud? You just stick with us, pal. We're not gonna let anything happen to you. I don't know. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean it was kind of weird. It's kind of weird here on YouTube treating uh Coast Guard like they're of equal value to like other branches. It's kind of weird. I'm just kidding. I'm messing with you, ACR. I'm just kidding. Mostly. That's oh my goodness. All right, enough of that. Guys, video today is gonna be I know I've been slacking on videos. After I get orders and everything, we'll get the video edited and whatnot, but it's gonna be on this little guy, the UV5R Mini. I've just been really enjoying these things, guys. This is a pretty cool. This may be like the team comms. Me and Alpha Charlie were talking about it, and in the video I'm gonna include how to utilize that app as well because I think that's important. But yeah, these little radios are pretty sweet, man. Like, are these dudes on Baywatch, right? Oh man, Baywatch was legendary. Like in the early '90s, when when I remember watching that. I was just my. I remember mom would walk in on me. She'd be like, "Why are you watching that?" Because I'd just be watching it in the living room. I'd be like, I don't know, playing with my Legos or something as a little fella, and I just could not understand. At that time, I didn't understand, uh, what it was about them big old biddies and those tight little red bathing suits. It just I couldn't keep my eyes off of them. But hell, I think I picked that over cartoons a few times. And the classic humor of Looney Tunes is just legendary. The new ones stink. They're not that good. The you could tell the originals, the ones that I watched some reruns and stuff, the good ones, um, that would come on Saturday mornings. Those things, those were actually written by comedians. Like that, man, the humor was great in those. The UV Pro. That's like that 150 $60 one, ain't it, Light Fighter? PCR. We're not gonna pull punches on you, man. That real friends ain't gonna do that. Yeah, I've had a few people. Uh, let me see. Let me see. I put the UV Pro, if I'm not mistaken, in my Amazon store just because I know it'll be a good one. B Tech was part of the design on that one too, which is like the American side, um, of Booforing, basically. But yeah, these things are expensive. I know that's usually the first complaint I would get is, man, who's gonna pay that? And see what I don't like. I mean, I like that they're waterproof or whatever, but waterproof. But I tell you, the app stuff is really frustrating with these radios. Like, I was hoping a lot of these that they're doing Bluetooth with is going to be like it's going to be pretty universal. And you know, from my experience, about every one of them have a daggum uh different app. It's kind of annoying. Dang, a transmission costs $6,800. Holy cow! Just like shotgun. Oh man, that's funny. This was an age where there was no tugs yet. That's effing hilarious. Oh man, that's right. That that's that was the best part about it. There was no politically correct. Yosemite Sam could straight up be Yosemite Sam back in those days. Yeah, I think they do the mesh stuff. That's something I've really not like dived into. And it's not because I probably will, but it's not because I don't think it's cool or anything. I do think it's cool. But I will say, the mesh tastic stuff, you can reach on out there through that set up with lots of folks. I've seen a bunch of people using it. I've had a bunch of people send me stuff, and like, hey man, when you gonna start doing this? And I don't know, like comms is one of those things. Like most people that's like not been in it, their first thought is to replace this thing. They're like thinking it's gonna be their new cell phone when the grid goes down, and they're still gonna call their Aunt Bethany that can't hear a nitroglycerin or a dump truck driving through a nitroglycerin plant. But what it's really going to be is your like immediate area support. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not going to be people. You know, you're calling a few states over to check on them. It's if the grid goes down, the SHTF. You know, it's going to be your new community, if you will, but your immediate community. But anyway, but I probably will get into that, especially when I get one of those for testing. It'll definitely, yeah. This it's just, and I agree with you, brother, 100%. Uh, yeah, yeah. Nobody's buying radios like we got on the fire trucks. Ain't nobody. Um, and I agree with that too. I mean, honestly, yeah. Compared to like the comms we used in the military, yeah, $200 ain't shit. But out here, we got a, and you know this too, man, but you know, most 99.9% of people out here are not radio people. They don't give two shits about a radio. They just want the thing to show up to their house and work. Uh, with all these you buy on Amazon, you've got to put channels in them. You gotta set them up. You got to do this. You got to, there's a little bit of work that goes into it, and typically no one wants to do that. So like when I sell these things, I can sell the radio. I got to throw in a little bit of an upcharge for their programming, their setup, that kind of thing, so that when they get it and pull it out of the box, turn it on, they can actually like use it. Just all the channels are in it. They just got to match their channel to whoever they're trying to talk to, and they're good. But I tell you, a lot of people, hell, even on these, man, these right here, these ain't but you know, I don't know, 50 to 70 bucks, depending on when you get the standard AR 152. And there's a lot of folks on here that complain about that price, and I'm just like, dude, that ain't nothing. Then we got where that? They're in the other room. The DMR radios, and I got cheap ones, like super cheap ones that are just $100. But people complain about that too. So being a comms guy sucks, because when you're the comms guy, you're the comms guy. That means no one else wants to pay the money. They're like, man, I can get me another gun or some, I don't know, another piece of gear or something. But that drink. Hey, net comms. Oh, yeah, that's true. Unfortunately. Holy crap, I'm behind on comments. Went from the mechanic tell me it's a drive shaft. That was a torque burn. It's just a new trend. Damn. So would they screw up when they got in there taking everything apart? Oh shit, we broke that. Oh dang, we accidentally cracked we broke the what is it? On automatic transmissions, it's like their little housings for that centrifugal gear thing. It's all centrifugal stuff. But anyway, yeah. Mark, good morning. A little bit behind, sorry. I know that's what everybody keeps telling me. Gotta learn the mesh. The New Year's resolution. Oh, there you go. My opinion, just want a working radio. Don't buy one. Borrow one from your friend who wants to learn them. Oh man. I mean, they're gonna have extra, typically. Yeah, and I mean sometimes that's all you need, man. Cell phone and a CB. I've went over it in a couple of videos now, but like establishing a comms plan. Uh, I talked about your pace plan for communication and how far that plan reaches. That stuff's very important. I've talked about how to extend the range, what kind of ranges you're going to get. So yeah, it's just you really got to evaluate your area, what you're doing, who you need to talk to. And that, when I say need, like you're going to have to narrow that down. So yeah, I'll probably get uh my buddy Tyler's been bugging me about it. I'll probably get with him about the mesh stuff. He dived in deep. He's deep, man. Oh man, see that is one thing that when people buy them for me, I've not had any complaints on that, by the way. But like the Roger beeps off, the menu, all that shit, the voice is off, um, the beeps, the regular beeps off. Like I turn all that stuff off. The only thing I don't turn off is the backlights. I don't want to turn that off for them. But that is one thing I've made a couple videos about too. Is if you're going out in the field, turn your backlights off. Turn that shit off. Unless you got it like in a deep, deep pocket. It just cannot be seen. But it's best to turn it off, and it's really good to practice using this thing at home in the dark without being able to see the button, like trying to get to where you can memorize certain things. One thing, if you're participating in some kind of force on force training where you can be captured, and that means your gear can be captured, obviously you're going to have your team channels most of the time programmed into these things, right? Well, it's always a good thing to know how to completely erase this without having to look at it, in case you knew you was about to get captured. Erase that entire radio so they can't get any frequencies off your team or for your team. Or uh, next level stuff, remembering frequencies. If you 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 can do that. But a lot of people don't like to hear it, but you need to be able to operate these little things just as good, if not better, than your weapon system. Like it is that important. So that's just one thing I try to stress. I know people's always like, "Oh my gosh, why?" Guys, it's that important. A lot of time, I tell you what, when I was in the military, I used radios more than shooting folks. So do with that what you will. I guess it depends on where you go too, but so using your radio is pretty important. Turn off the back. Or light fighter, another bad one is those motherfuckers that's hot micing everybody. You ever have that happen? Gosh dang it. That shit pisses me off. That really ticks me off. It's getting hot mic. Especially if you're like running an earpiece. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, that's 100% too. Yeah, light fighter is exactly right. If you're if you're ranking everything in like importance, you're flipping fitness slash legs is gonna be the most important thing. So that's definitely a good point. Oh my gosh. I'd dang man. I would guys, I'm a super calm dude. I'm very mellow, but I would be very quickly not mellow if I heard channel mode or frequency mode in the dead of night. Yeah, I'd probably be in your face like knife handing you. Like it would be that serious. I couldn't imagine. I'd be like, get the just like shoot them. You'd be wanting to shoot them yourself. That's what she said. Oh man, yeah. Uh, oh, they didn't think about they didn't think about what they were gonna say before they got on the radio. Leave out and carry it in a leather purse. If you if you got a backlight on your radio, don't forget your fucking lipstick either, bitch. I'm hopefully we ain't got no kids watching this morning. If we do, forgive me, Lord. Oh man. Oh my gosh, man. And see, which granted, I will say this also, as much as that pisses me off, that's why we train. Because in the real world, like if you were anywhere near an enemy territory or enemies around your territory when you think you're alone, that could get you killed. Like that would get you absolutely smoked. Is you been a dummy with uh with your comms. Oh man. Yeah, that's modern gun gear. That's what I was going to talk about today when I do this one. I was going to show people how to like just buy one of these from me with the full programming of your area, and then if you just go and buy more, use the app, you can put that on all of them. So, like quickly, and you can actually have that all the channels, the settings, everything saved to your app. So that way, like you can just upload it to new ones. If I don't know, you screwed something up and had to restart the radio, you could just upload it to it. It'll be good to go. Nice. Oh man. Yeah, those guards definitely help. Where's mine at? I don't even know where. Oh, mine's probably in my kit. Well, anyway. Yeah, the little guards. I'm about to start making the guards for the AR 5RMs as well, and we're gonna be doing a few different little radio things. It's gonna be pretty cool, and I'm gonna start making radio stuff for your vehicles as well. So that'll be cool. Put the lotion on the skin. Oh man. No, I finally I've been so undecisive on a table. I think I found one from Home Depot. Of course it's not sold in stores, so I have to order it. But I think I finally found one that I'm gonna get. And it's gonna fit like right here, right beside my computer and that because I needed that's kind of the biggest dilemma. There's a ton of stuff I like. Ton of tables. I actually thought about just getting another toolbox, like one of them Harbor Freight boxes with a wood top. But I was wanting to keep it in this room, and I only got 40 inches to work with, and vast majority of everything is 46 to 48 inches. So, and this is a relatively large 3D printer compared to, I mean, it's small, but it's a bigger, small one. That makes sense. It's like 40 pounds. But I need this surface area to be relatively stable as well. Because I don't want to have to like get something else later on. So yeah, my 3D printer and everything is still all in the boxes. So I've been to Harbor Freight, Home Depot, and I'm thinking I'm gonna go with this table. It's 36 inches wide. It's got the depth I need. Got a good 1 inch wood top. Um, but yeah, I'm thinking I'll probably get this thing ordered today, and then set it up here. So I think I thought about still going to town and just running through checking because sometimes they'll put stuff on the uh clearance or whatever, or maybe like display stuff on sale. There was one table at Lowe's I really liked, but it was like $279, which it was like a little toolbox. So I don't know, it's kind of cool, but again, it's online only. I hate that. I hate that. You'll see. There's been a few times, like there's been a couple of things I saw in the store. I'm like, dude, I'll buy that, and it's all online only, and I'm like, what the flip, guys? Like, what happened to the days of this stuff being like if you had it on the display? I don't know. They got a ton of stuff on display now, but nothing like or not much at all in the store, which is annoying to me. So yeah, that's what I like, man. And man, Harbor Freight, they got some good deals. They got some boxes I really like. I do not need another toolbox. Dude, I'm telling y'all would most of y'all would be like, what the hell is wrong with you if y'all saw how many tools I got. And that's before I got my dad's stuff. And dad had more tools than what I got. My brother, he got one big box, and then I got the other big box. So, man, yeah, a lot of tools. But I had a ton before I even had dad's stuff. So now it's like a lot. But I use them. I work on my vehicles. I work on all kinds of stuff. Yeah, I mean, pretty much. I will say though, I'm not gonna knock everybody, all the dudes out there. I used to be like a firm believer on that bad dream. Like if you ain't got tools, you ain't a man. But I will say I've run across a couple of dudes in my day that are good dudes. I consider them men. They don't know how to work on squat, and the reason is they had really bad. What should I say? Like examples growing up of men, fathers, really bad father examples. So, and I was like, man, and it ain't that they didn't want to learn. They want to learn. They never had nobody to show them, you know. So I'm like, hey, I will say though, if you don't know how to work on anything, typically, like in this group right here, this group right here in the chat, and myself, if someone's in the area and they're like, hey man, like I'm about to get a buddy of mine. He don't know very much on the mechanical side. I know a lot more on that side. This dude, he knows a lot about woodworking as far as like he can like build buildings. He knows how to build decks and things like that. He's gonna help me with my deck because I'm not very like I think I know how to do it, but I am no deck expert. If that makes sense. Like I've not rebuilt decks, rewired buildings. I've rebuilt engines, transmissions, fixed vehicles. I've done plumbing, things like that. But just deck work, I've not done a ton of it, and it's gonna need more than a few boards. So I'm trying to like get his expert opinion. And I'm gonna be like, all right, I want to redo it, but I'm not rich, so we're gonna be doing this one section at a time. So where do we start? That's how I'm gonna be doing that. But my point is, here's my point. I need to quit. I'm getting off in the woods here. But my point is, dudes, men, are always willing to help other men. Like if you need help with something, don't just put it on Facebook because every dickweed is gonna be like, oh, I can do it. And then you're gonna have the some that's gonna be like, yeah, man, for a couple $100, I'll do it. Like get your men friends, like in this chat, for example. I'm more than guys. yes, I do this stuff for a living. I can't tell you how many people I've helped and you know, didn't charge a dime. Now that may be stupid on my end, but if I can, if I know someone's genuinely in trouble or having a rough patch, I try to help them out if I can. So anyway, I mean, that's where I would have been basically. Yeah, I'm like, I got these 2x4s, so I'm ready to rebuild the deck. No. Oh, that's hilarious right there. I mean, I will say I have a pretty big deck. I have a pretty large deck. Not trying to toot my horn. That's why I want to firm it up a bit. Oh man. Yeah, there you go, man. Look at that. That's cool. That's really cool. Oh man. I've been accused like it's pretty funny. My wife's used to it now. But like my tools and stuff, a lot of my house is very disorganized. This office is disorganized. And it's weird because normally I'm like mega organized. I'm not going to throw everybody under the bus, but everybody but me is like very disorganized. And it gets to a point where you go through the house, you're organizing shit behind everybody. And it finally took a couple of years, but it finally got to a point where I just said, fuck it. So if it's something that everyone uses at some point, I've just given up. But like my tool area, basically where only me does stuff, it's like organized to the point where some people have accused me of possibly being a serial killer because it was so organized. But I assure you, I'm not. Took my pills. Oh man, we don't use pills. We just use coffee. Oh, there you go. Man, I tell you what, I wish I had me some rental houses. Whew. Wish I could have got some when I first bought my first house. I was for real broke ass back then, though. I was lucky to get that thing. Whew, ain't that the truth, man? Yeah, now it's like, yep, I'll get to it when I get to it. Now on all that stuff. But anyway, gents, it's been fun this morning, but I got some work to do. I got to get some orders together, and oh man, got a leg cramp. It's bad when you're just sitting in your office, get a leg cramp. But I gotta get some orders together, get them shipped out, and let's see. I think that's all I got on the agenda today. Thought about doing one more sweep through the stores and whatnot up in town to see if there ain't no deals on some kind of table or toolbox I can use. If not, I'm just going to get that one headed this way because I think that one will probably be about the best one for the ticket. I think so. I think it'll look good right there. And then hardwire the computer, all that good stuff. So anyway, we start 3D printing some of our stuff finally. I've been getting it through a buddy, but he's pretty busy, so sometimes I have to wait. And getting a 3D printer has definitely the been on the list anyway to get done for the business. So gotta get that up and going. I hear you, man. It sounds like a wife thing. I'll get to it. You asked me this last month. I'm telling you, I'm gonna get to it. Oopsie, some of you on the what? Yeah, man. I'll go check out ACR's live. Okay, and Tin Man's got one tonight. Yeah, check out these guys' lives. Um, guys, y'all have a good day. Y'all be good. Don't do nothing crazy this weekend. There is, if anybody does need any medical kits or radios or anything like that, or if you got questions, head to a website too. But prepared 10, all caps, no spaces. Like I tell y'all, it's just my way of saying thank y'all for supporting me here on YouTube and hanging out with me, drinking coffee, and all that good stuff. None of it would be possible without you guys. I really appreciate y'all. I know I suck at social media, so I try to remind you. Thank you for hanging out with me when I am on here. And let's see. Don't do nothing crazy. Glad everybody made it past the fireworks. We had a good time, by the way. But enough of that. We're Americans. We all blow stuff up for fun. That's what we do when we mega celebrate. That's about it, guys. Y'all be good this weekend. I'll see y'all Tuesday. Be safe. God bless every one of you. And I'll catch you on the flip side. See ya.